Hey, this is Jeremy with Sustainable Village Redevelopment. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about our first adaptive reuse project. We bought a duplex about 5 years ago here in San Diego. The address is 435 Felton Street. And figured out that the zoning was for 4, so we are adaptively remodeling and reusing it into a fourplex of our own design, using the 203K rehab loan. A lot of people don't know what you can do with these loans, but you can actually add units to a property if it's properly zoned, up to 4 with 3% down. This one went a little beyond the threshold for that, so we actually ended up getting into a loan program called the Home Style, which is another home renovation loan, quote unquote, but you can use it to do all kinds of creative things, add units, like I said, up to 4, with minimal money out of your pocket. And it's kind of an interesting way to keep your costs low, provide yourself a really nice new home if you want, and make it all really affordable. Kind of like house hacking and some of the other things you see on Bigger Pockets. This just is a segue into becoming a developer, if you will. So we're very excited. We've got a banner up to showcase kind of what we're striving to do, what the project's going to look like when it's rebuilt. And I'll be giving you more details and kind of aerial views, some time-lapse photos, and I'll actually walk you through the numbers of how it's all working out and the financials for the building, and ultimately cash flow when we move out and move into the next project, doing another 203K loan rehab and an adaptive reuse. So hope you enjoy, hope it's useful, and if you want to connect with me, my email address is jeremy@sustainablevillageredevelopment.com, or you can look at the website sustainablevillageredevelopment.com, or my phone number is 619-885-8188. Hopefully this gives you some new and awesome ideas and allows you some new pathways to redevelop your part of wherever you live and make your community nicer, cooler, better designed, and new, and hopefully sustainable. So stick with us. So here's a little bit more of the property. You can see this is where our home used to be, and then we had a back second unit, 2 garages. So originally we were reworking the foundation, gonna adaptively reuse it. The foundation was really, really bad. Not even any bolts connecting the original foundation to the frame of the house, and it literally fell apart. So we had to redesign and rework the entire foundation, redo the subfloors, and now we're framing up, as you can see. But eventually, framing starts tomorrow. We're gonna have 2 units stacked on top of each other with a rooftop deck, and then another 2 units in the back with a carport. We've salvaged a lot of the open space in the front yard and the middle yard to make nice, lush social spaces for people to hang out and enjoy the outdoor space, because San Diego's so nice. But definitely the amenities we're striving to provide are, the whole community is going to be powered by solar. We're going to have bikes that the tenants can borrow to hopefully incentivize them to walk and go by bike more, because we're in a really nice area of San Diego and there's really not parking anyways. And then we're also including micro victory gardens or vegetable gardens for all the tenants, so that we can grow our own, or some of our own, organic vegetables on premise, and hopefully inspire more people to do that, because that's something I've always liked. I've been dreaming about starting this company ever since I was a returned Peace Corps volunteer from Nicaragua, and just really interested in community redevelopment and redesigning and making spaces more walkable and livable. And I think if buildings are properly redesigned and adaptively reused, we can make our neighborhoods just a much more livable, fun, and sustainable place to be. So that's kind of what we're going for. Obviously architecturally distinct. I got to have a hand in designing the building, which was super cool. And hopefully, if the numbers and everything line up close to what we were thinking, we should be living in a brand new house of my own design with a 300 square foot office and a rooftop deck for $500 to $1,500 a month here in San Diego to own the entire thing after rents. So I think that's a pretty good value. We're actually renting a shoebox apartment across the street for more than that. So to have a nice 1,200 square foot space, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, plus a 300 square foot office and a massive rooftop deck, still giving us a little bit of our own private space within the community, I think is a total win-win. And giving 3 extra apartment units at a fairly affordable price that are new and of nice design here in San Diego with all the amenities I mentioned. So we'll link up the other videos along the way to give you kind of a play-by-play of how this worked out and the finances and how that all works. If you need help with your project or if you have questions, I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. We've learned a lot going through this, and it's pretty cool, and it's a great way to have an impact on your local community and hopefully make the world a better place, right? Anyways, I'll talk to you soon, and